What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We're back in the Grenzo Gambler Lottery Simulator, whatever you want to call it. No Grenzo, however, for us. No. Again, I'm going to be saying this a lot, but I think Grenzo is the one true stain of this format. I think in the previous video, though, we didn't play against it once, but if and when you do ever play against that card, you'll know how bad it feels to get heisted. In any case, what is our pick one, pack one here? A lot of good options. I'll try to avoid the classic Kenji strategy. Perhaps, maybe not first pick ill-timed explosion or whatever. Though I do think taking a land like Xander's Lounge is not a bad option at all. Wormcoil's solid, but nothing incredible. I think Elspeth Conquers Death is very good. Hand Disruption like Inquisition's usually pretty good. There is some kind of sacrifice deck in the format, though again, I don't think that's particularly good either. I actually think just taking the land, pick one, pack one is totally reasonable. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly on line with the colors I was talking about, or talking about maybe trying to avoid, but still it seems like the right pick here. And Key to the Archive. Stoneforge is okay in this format. It got better when they've added, since they've added dissection tools. But really, I don't think there are too many other things that you're really grabbing with this that are great. I mean, you can grab, Embercleave and stuff. But actually, I am not sure how many equipment are in this format. There's Embercleave and there is the dissection tools. I mean, I'm sure there are a handful of others, but I can't actually think of too many of them off the top of my head. Well, Key is colorless. It's just a solid card. Seems good enough to take. Emrakul, man, I am just going to end up drafting a Kenji deck, aren't I? This is... Emrakul is one of the cards you don't pass in the cube. Oh, actually, you know what? I kind of take that back. With as much heist as there is in the format, Emrakul got a lot worse. If you watched yesterday's video, that is exactly what happened. I think in our final match, my opponent heisted Emrakul and then casted and killed me. Now, to be fair, I did punt to allow that to happen, but yeah, I think Emrakul got a lot worse in this cube because of all the heist cards. It's not just Grenzo. You have the 1 mana black heist, you have the 2/2 in red that heists, you have the Aven that heists. Is that it? There might be one or two more, but yeah. I mean, I'm still going to take it here because it's certainly the strongest card, but I think this is something that has gotten worse in the cube. That's funny. Phantasmal Image is pretty cool. What do we want to do here? I actually like Fading Hope quite a bit as just some cheap interaction. A small part of me wants to just drop everything and draft some red aggro decks or something, though. Or maybe we can take the Deep Cavern Bat, wheel the Marionette Apprentice, and go some red-black sacrifice. There aren't too many good sacrifice effects in the format, but there are a few. There's Goblin Bombardment, Priest of Forgotten Ways. I'm sure there are a few others. Kind of tempted to take the bat. Kind of tempted to take the weird slick shot. Probably should just be taking land, though. Bone Crusher's quite good. Prismari Command's quite good. These are both excellent cards. I think the command's really solid. There are quite a few good artifacts in the format. I don't know. If you've watched any number of my cube videos, you'll always know that I say you can largely draft what you feel like drafting in cube. You don't need to be reading the signals so much. It just helps to do so. Commit to Memory is a good pet card of mine. There's a Grave Expectations. That's the heist card I was talking about in black. Guardian Idol's always solid. I think I'll just take the Mana Rock there. Had a nice 7 winner earlier today on stream. That was a mono green deck, though. That one was pretty fun. Speaking of green, Chariot, probably the best card here. Should we just take the Chariot? Certainly good enough. Losing out on some burn spells and Fabled Passage. Okay, I'll take Chariot. Let's mix things up. Take a little green, perhaps. I think there were a couple of mana dorks that could come back around as well, and if they did, maybe green is the place to be anyways. So a lot of fetches are in this cube. They're still heavily underdrafted for the most part. I still see fetches like coming back on the wheel, which is generally not correct in a cube format. Pyroclasm or Fixing here. The Hedge Maze is fetchable if we can find a green or a blue fetch. That's probably not a bad pickup. Though Pyroclasm has a lot of value, especially if you can't get some of the bigger board wipes, but the cost of the Pyroclasm is so nice. It's one of these two cards. If this wasn't fetchable, I wouldn't even consider it, but because it is, I think it's probably close. All right, we'll just take the land. ECD wheeled out of our pack. That's kind of surprising. I think it was probably the best card there. Treasure Cruise is fine, but kind of a non-bow with Emrakul, although we did do that yesterday too. Spire's okay. Guess I'll just take the ECD. I'm not really locked into any colors anyways. Our only playables right now, for sure, are like Idol, Archive, and Emrakul. We can do anything we want to. There's the Stoneforge on the wheel. Like maybe just take Murderous Cut here for a cheap removal. Well, what can be a cheap removal spell? I guess red, white, green is not bad given what we have. Yeah, we can just do a mishmash deck. My only concern would be that if I take too many lands that always enter tapped, we could fall too far behind. Oh, this is a really nice removal spell pickup. Impact is so good early. It's going to kill most things creature-wise that your opponent plays between turns 1 and 3, and if you do kill something that doesn't have 4 toughness, you can frequently kill 2 creatures with the impact because of the added boon. Image Wield. Sure. I don't think this is ever a bad card to have in your deck if you're playing blue. Journey to Nowhere could be okay. Don't think we're going to be playing any of those cards. All of the collectors are pretty good. Oh, Solstier came back too. Nice. All right, let's go to pack number 2. What do we get? Scalding Tarn here. Probably going to be easy choice. It grabs all of our land. Actually, you know what? The Verdant Catacombs also grabs all of those lands. Triple fetch pack. Nice. In fact, take Scalding Tarn wheeling Verdant Catacombs isn't a crazy plan. We'll see how much people value the fetches in this pod based on what we get back in this pack. The only thing I ever want to do in this cube still is just Oracle of the Alpha, though. If I ever have a choice between Oracle of the Alpha and Grenzo, I'm just going to take the Oracle of the Alpha. It's just so much more fun. All right, there is the Ember Cleave we were talking about for the Stone Forge. I don't think I've overlooked any other equipment. I wasn't going to be taking the equipment. I just, again, want to try to see how many pieces of equipment they have in the format. Foothills here over Stomping Ground, easy since we already have a ton of fetchables. Steam Vents, probably. Our mana is going to be so good. Maybe the double white's a little bit of a stretch, but We have kind of insane teamer fixing right now. What we got here? Ooh, kind of a brick of a pack, huh? Maybe just Dragon Rage over Gold Vein Hydra. Yeah, Dragon Rage doesn't look too bad. Or actually, I guess the Fairy Mastermind's okay too. The Hydra's probably not a bad splash, actually. I can't imagine you ever want to be running Crashing Footfalls. Is there a way to cascade in this format? I think Bloodbraid Elf is in. That might be the only one. So unless like Crashing Footfalls is in your opening hand, it's generally pretty bad, I think. Duplicator's not bad. Well, there's the Priest of Forgotten Gods for the sacrifice. Anguish Recollection's not bad. I think Duplicator generally wheels, but I would guess that the Anguished also does. Probably doesn't matter which one I take. Pest Infestation is pretty nice. Crossroads, Ridgeline aren't bad. Actually, basically all of these cards are somewhat playable. A couple of green X spells for our troubles. I guess Garden probably wants to come back in then. Could use what? We have a blue-red untapped source. We need an untapped green source now that we can fetch for. Oh, Maul of the Skyclaves. There's another equipment. Agent of Fiend's really good, but so is Sapphire Collector. Not very hard for this card to just kind of go off, especially if you can get some of the more nasty instants and sorceries in the format. Usually when your opponent plays this, you kind of have to deal with it pretty quickly, otherwise you're going to be quickly buried. Wow, very late Kolagon's command. Oh, Ketria Triumph's so good here too. Wow, Ketria Triumph was the perfect Triumph for us. Oh, I'll take the Ketria. We might be able to cut the Xanders and the Jetmirs depending on if I can get more better fixing then. Oh, Timeless Witness might not be bad here too. Dig Through Time. Elder Dragon War maybe. Kind of like the Witness for value. Actually, Bell might not be bad too. So like an artifact in the graveyard for Emrakul, but also a way to fix for our 3-color deck right now. One, two, three, four, five, six. I'm at 15-ish playables. I have so much blue fixing, but I'm not even really playing blue. Like some very weird teamer control deck. Control, but this is, I need to get some playables in pack 3. Win cons. We have playables, but I need win cons. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm trying to do here. The real answer is we're hoping we don't get our Emrakul heisted again. All right, pack 3, give me the goodies. What do we got here? What do we got here? Counterspell. Confounding Riddle. Verdant Dread is cool, but I don't actually think it's all that good. Feels like just making a bunch of 2/2s in a cube environment's not that impressive. Oh, an Atali. Okay, we found a pretty good one. This card wins very often. Passing the 2/2 Heister in red. Passing a Misty Rainforest, too. That's alright, though. Atali was exactly the type of card we were hoping to find. We have the Phantasmal Image with Atali as well. Could use like a Breeding Pool, I guess. Would be good. This is a kind of bad pack. Maybe Pyro here over Lightning Strike. Yikes. Best card in the pack is Thoughtseize, but ain't doing anything for us. The Great Henge. Womp womp. Could splash to Fairy. House Meld is pretty good too. And a lot of, I mean, the majority of creatures in this format that you're going to want to deal with have some type of ETB, right? House Meld versus Teferi here is interesting. I think I like taking the Teferi a little bit more. That makes our, what do you call it, pretty good. Jetmir's Garden. Golos. This would be an easy pickup if I had Field of the Dead. Guess maybe Repulsive Mutation's okay. Twitching Doll could be okay. I mean, I guess we can take Golos and play the Xander's Lounge still. And that way we can just maybe activate the Golos for fun. Slicer's decent. Roller Crusher Ride's probably necessary, though. Now I would like to pick up maybe 1 or 2 damage or 1 or 2 burn spells that can go face. Zagoth Triome or Blood Crypt. Blue, black, green. Okay, that's not bad. Lot of lands that always enter tapped here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 lands that are always going to enter tapped. That is not ideal, but... we need 1 more good top-end win con, I think. Inferno Titan, perfect. That'll work. Beautiful. Okay. So that's 9. That puts us at 23. That means we can just add 8 more basics, and that'll be the deck. So unless something really good comes back around on the wheel. Got some 4.5 color brew going on here. It's like Teamer, Splashing, Teferi, and then like Golos activation. Honestly, Elspeth is a really, really strong card too, but the double white. Is there a way I can play the ECD and the Elspeth? I guess I would probably need to... Oh, wow, the Lootmonger wield's kind of insane. We would still need to get more fixing, so it's probably out of the question. In fact, I only have 1 white duel, or white fixer. That's the Jetmir's. So I can't even run this Bring or Buried in the Garden. Zamone might not be terrible. enough instants and sorceries for Pyro? Maybe. We got some extra cards we can end up playing. The Twitching Doll's probably worth running at the end of the day. Alright, that puts us at 28. I need to cut 5 now. Yeah, Pyro's mid-tier. Witness is probably better than Slicer. I guess the Sapphire Collector's probably not very good either. Fungus is a little bit filler. I don't really care for Soul Seer, but I don't have too many big kill effects. Maybe better than Recollection here. Maybe just cut the Fungus. Alright, this is some weird brew. We're going to get all of our non-basic lands. Definitely do not run 2 planes. Maybe 1. I don't have a way to find a basic, though. Oh, I have a bell. Okay, so 1 plane's maybe necessary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 blue sources with 1 island. That's great. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red sources with 3 mountains. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 green sources with 2 forests. That's also pretty good. Wow, our mana's great. Just I could add an extra mountain, maybe? Given our chop, or maybe 1 more forest. Yeah. Our mana's solid. Okay, this is kind of cool. I wouldn't call it good, but it's cool. Let's just go take it for a spin, see how we do. Alrighty. Round 1, we off. I'd say I'd be happy with 4 or 5 wins with this deck. Ooh, that is way too slow. Especially on the draw. We're going to ship that down to 6. Ay. Well, I'm either pitching a land or pitching Golos, and I guess I'll pitch a land since we have so many more we can draw. Wow! Where is the early game stuff? I'm gonna immediately copy that with Twitching Doll. Oh, sorry, with Image. Yikes. You got me? Right. And then Overlordy. And where's my cheap removal? If I just draw another land next turn, we're basically dead. Take turn 3 off. Gonna have taken turn 4 off in this scenario. Oh. That was an okay draw. I wouldn't call it incredible. Let's go for a pass here. And then when they just add a counter to the doll. Oh, I meant to do this in response, but that's okay. I make a treasure, I blow up an artifact. I meant to do this after they added the mana, but before they got to untap with it. But the thing about Twitching Doll is it's sorcery speed anyways, so hopefully they can't utilize that mana in any way. Okay, good. So, Golos into Atali, I mean, that is not a bad sequence. Looks like we're kind of on a mirror match here, just, jank, 4-color jank. I mean, they look like 3-color, but then you see the, Overlord, too. So we're gonna grab one of our tri-lands here, since I don't have any Surveil lands, right? Oh, I do. But is that even correct? Xander's Lounge. I mean, we have all 5 colors. I guess I need double green for Timeless Witness. So maybe Ketria's better here. Yeah, activating Golos is not out of the question. That's more or less fine. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna Itali next turn. Sure. Went with Naturalize. Makes sense since I have the Golos. Overlord's going to go down to 1 counter, so that's going to enter next turn. All right. Let's hit some goodies. Not a great hit with the bell. Probably one of our worst possible hits, if not the worst, but is what it is. 7/7 is 6/6, not terrible. Oh, they can... No. Bouncing here is not useful at all. Whale has ward, and then bouncing Atali is probably not right. Yeah, we're doing fine. Totally fine here. I think next video I'm just going to force some kind of aggro deck so we don't get in these long grind out scenarios again. All right, they're going to go for the brainstorm. So I can Timeless Witness back the image and then image the Atali for another trigger if we want to. What was that? Foretell? No, what was that? Oh, crashing footfalls. Good luck with that, buddy. Ooh, that was a really nice draw. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, you know what? I guess they probably put the Naturalize back on top, so we don't want to copy the Atali just yet. Probably better off just going with the Teferi here. Upticking and then passing. Okay. That's probably a good one. Now, they do have Voice of Resurgence, so countering something will give them a token to note. And they do have the mana necessary now to bounce their whale if they want to. Bouncing Atali. Okay. That also seems a little bit bold. We have land, instant, and creature in our graveyard. We get to put in artifacts, so Emrakul is going to cost 9. Oh, they're going to mill me! Oh, sure. Well, I can draw the Emrakul in response if they target me with the mill. Okay, so we'll draw the Emrakul. Get milled 4. Get to return one of their creatures back. Excuse me. Looks like they're gonna kill the Teferi here. Might as well eat their Overlord. That's fine. Okay. So now we can Emrakul plus hold up counterspell for good value. Now let's make them chump here first. Good. Emrakul. Let's take their turn. We can Psychic Frog, discard their hand. Then bounce it or something. Let's see. Bounce. Guess I care more about this that gets larger. I'm almost dead on board, funny enough, to them bouncing the Emrakul with Jace and then animating the land. It might have been slightly better for me to not attack with the whale and then just eat a different attacker instead. Yeah, cool game. All right, they're gonna Fate Seal me, and remember, their Crashing Footfalls is resolving next turn. I don't think we counter Frog. I don't think we counter Shark. Key. That's fun, but I imagine it's just better to Atali here. Jeez. Oh, they're off it. Pest Infestation didn't do anything. Wow. That wasn't even a very good hit. Okay. I mean, I guess the threat of just two big fatties was good enough, but that was a really bad Atali. You know what? How many X spells are in my deck? Atali gets a lot worse when I have those. I have the Hydra and I have the Pest Infestation, don't I? Actually, Atali's kind of bad in my deck. I have a lot of bad hits, now that I think about it. Oh well. Can always high roll, and then you still get a hit off the opponent at least, so. For whatever that's worth. Gonna discard the doll here. What do you got for me? Garbage? Jeez. Alright, let's take the edict. Not the heist we were looking for. Okay, I'm gonna discard the Golos and Mountain. Could consider cycling the Triumph, but I think we'll play it out for black mana. We are not doing anything impressive over here. The saddest brazen bounce you've ever seen. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. They can't even flash out their brazen. Just gonna kill my lootmonger or something? Oh, confounding riddle, sure. I guess that's one bonus of not doing anything. Your opponent's counters don't matter. Oh. Blue control indeed. That's pretty good. Flood Pit's Drowner. Probably should have tapped. Well, I guess they can trade, but with this one I can make 2/1/1s, you know? Alright, double blue acquired from their end. Overlord of the Flood Pits, and they're not gonna hardcast it. Interesting. They're leaving up triple black. Fading Hope. Okay. Kind of a weird game. They're falling behind just to a bunch of random weenies. Time Warp. You got it. Fair enough. Okay. Blech. Guess I kill that and loot. I think I am gonna play out the land here and say go. That way if I draw another untapped land, I can Titan plus Edict if need be. So 2 unknowns plus Brazen here. Repeal for... okay. Well, we might have the win then. I'm certainly going to go for it. Shoot them for 3 with the Titan, crew the Chariot, and attack for 4. Brazen doesn't block non-flyers. Okay. Ay. Good job to all my weenies at the early stage of the game for putting enough pressure on. I think we're not supposed to. Rather, if we play that match back a bunch, we probably lose it 60% of the time, if not more. But you know what? We will take those. That's Magic, baby. Anybody can win. On the play, it's a mediocre hand, but we have a mediocre deck, so keep it is. Spirited Companion. Do I Phantasmal Image that? I could also just Pest Infestation it if I really wanted it to. Yeah, I think we'll just chill. There's no rush. Add a line. All right. Guess we're gonna copy the add a line and then Molten Impact it. It's a pretty good turn. Remember, this is Phantasmal Image, so if they target it with anything, then it's gonna get sacrificed. Yep. Oh man, they have a counter too? Brutal. I guess them countering the Chariot is going to be better than countering the Titan if I can get it resolved. Zamone's not good here because you had to have played a land this turn, so I would need to hit 2 more lands for Zamone to do anything, so easy pitch there for me. These are not particularly good. I guess I'll take the one that's castable. The issue is if they bounce this or whatever, they're just going to get it back. But I want to make sure I get a treasure this turn so that I can Titan potentially next turn. Resto the Larcenist, okay. That's probably better for us that they turned it into a treasure. Now it can't be bounced as easily, and I can always just sacrifice it. And make no mistake about it here, I am losing. Why did they do that in response? Maybe they're looking for a counter? I'm guessing they already had the Siphoner in their hand. Yeah, I guarantee they already had that in their hand. Ephemerate Siphoner is hell of a combo, though. Hell of a combo. That's one of the few repeatable blink effects in the format. Because similar to the red-black sacrifice deck, there's not really a true blink deck, but they're doing a good job here. For sure. Like, I'm just getting absolutely crushed. Can't cast anything that costs 4 or more, but also probably can't win. Yeah, I mean, I can cast the Atali, and I'm going to. They just need to Ephemerate Saiba and Disdainful Stroke again, though. Yeah, brutalized. We got brutalized. Their deck was pretty cool looking there. They had a good plan, and they stopped face, so good beats there. Another match that I would say we were probably not going to win many times. If played back, that is. Okay. Can't expect too much else from this deck, realistically, so we'll keep it. I mean, I can't counterspell on turn 2. Without drawing another blue, that is. Of which we do have a ton of blue sources. The real question is, do I want to lead with Garden and just say, hey, I am committing to not casting counterspell turn 2, even if I draw a blue source? And I think, yeah, that's fine. I'd rather just get the tap land online. Green, white. So let's go get, what, Xander's Lounge here for blue-black. I'm going to pitch the counterspell, as awkward as it is. I think the other cards here are more relevant. Buried in the Garden. I do not mind seeing that. Let's go with pressure over keying. What you got, friendo? ECD. Boo. Alright, that'll deal with my Chariot. Untap land there for the Teferi would have been pretty good. I mean, Hydron 3 here. Hits them for half their life, so I guess that's fine. Okay. It's gonna give me a couple of tapped treasures. You can finish off with a bolt. And that's exile as well. They did mill Anissa, however, which is a little bit unfortunate, because now that just added a bunch of mana. Could hit Lightning Bolt off this, can't we? Yeah, they have a ton of mana. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. And there's a game. Whoa! Did they change Uro's animation, or was that bugged out? That was weird. They had no land? They have 5 spells in their hand. Uro didn't give them priority to put a land on the battlefield. That's nuts. Oh man, we're falling behind now. Manual tap. Another Nissa, okay. Yeah, they were able to cultivate. Oh, they should have attacked for 3 first, but then they can make a big creature with Nissa. Worm Coil, interesting, sure. Oh, that wins. X is 4. No, that'll do just fine, I think. Woof! Another one of those scenarios where if they got maybe one more turn, I was going to have trouble, but we'll take it. We will take it. I think we are running above expectation on a couple of those wins, and we're 3-1, so... Very easy to have seen this deck gone like 1-3. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, back to garbage. That's a pretty easy mulligan. Alright, that's keepable. Pitch the idol over the doll. Or I guess the idol is more likely to live than the doll is, isn't it? But the doll fixes for any color. Well, now I wish I'd kept the idol, because doll's just going to insta-die. Oh, where are all my cheap burn spells now? Poops. Wow, look at this. Gonna get rocked by the red. So we need to go get a blue source here. Seeing Lightning Bolt get exiled is not bad. I mean, I think I have to go for this and hope they don't kill my doll. Okay. I'm gonna take 6. I mean, this is just obviously still an insane beating. Crazy thing is, if we just had one removal spell, we would have been okay. Wow, that Zimone is surprisingly good here. Can't win still, but that was surprisingly good. Oh, they didn't even discard. Oh. Just kidding, we're dead. There is a lot of chaff they can hit, though. Actually, it's a fairy uptick. Hold up counter spells, not terrible. This might be close. If I get one more turn where they don't do much. Okay. Yeah, this is not the end of the world. Easy trade here, go to 7. I play a land and get another Zimone token. And actually grabbing back our counter spell with Witness is not bad. Now, maybe this was wrong because I'm letting them... Maybe I should have just killed the or tuck the reflection, because now they get to copy it. That might have been a mistake. I can get back Roller Crusher, but I can't do it this turn. I guess I would give them a 1-turn window. I am getting a 5/5. Oh, I made a mistake for sure. I'm going to take the counter spell for now. But again, this might not have been right. Because of the reflection in Lootmonger, I might have just thrown. Whoa! Okay, that can't be bad. I'm fine chumping off the Zimone at this point. That's fine. We don't need that thing anymore.
Hurry.
Image their Lootmonger. Oh, or we can just cast our own. Conscripts out of their deck is fantastic. I guess we'll just key instead since we have Counterspell available. Alright, double counters. Sure. Chariot's great.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Alright, that should be a win. I do not care about that. Oh, baby. That'll do just fine. Let's go. Woof. Crazy strong start from them, but we were able to pull that one out. Wow. Like I said, I think we have gotten very lucky on these wins. I think a lot of these decks are better than this one. But we might be just high roll. Alright, we're playing against a Lutri. That's probably GG. Can't beat a Lutri deck. Presumably they know what they're doing. No thanks. Pass on Crucius. Alright, Zimone, get a token. I mean, I probably just Timeless Witness back the counterspell next turn. Whoa, they're killing the... That is an absurd play. Absurdly good for us. What? That cannot have been correct. Sure. I guess they kill Zimone now, but that's...
I'm the best fire starter there
No,
is.
what? This does... I don't know what's going on. I approve of everything my opponent's doing, though. Guess I want to play untap land so I can hold... I can make a treasure here, I guess, instead, and play out a tap land.
It's over when I say it's over.
Very weird game. Lutri to hand, okay. Key's pretty good here. I think I'd rather grab the spiral right now. Image Inferno Titan's usually pretty strong. Image on Witness is also pretty good. You're gonna heist my library. Alright, that's good enough. Surprised they didn't wait to Lutri that. It's probably just better to Phantasmal Image the Witness. It's a case of the opponent having the right cards, but the wrong sequencing, it feels like. Ooh, that's actually pretty annoying. Well, I'm gonna get the Inferno Titan down before they can just Urtai counter it. Oh, they just had a different counter anyway, sure. Oh, that's really good. Wow, 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 wow. Brutal. Exile's mine, so I can't unearth it or whatever it's called. Eternalize it, and they get a trigger of their own. Jeez. That was really bad. Awkward, but I guess this is the right play. I think I just passed now, huh? Okay, we're gonna go for the Monger. They could Urtai it. They might. And then we can play a big Hydra when they do. So I can make a 6/6 Hydra. Get underneath their Disdainful Stroke. Wonder if they have a Delve card in their hand. Oh, they have the Breach. Okay, well, Chandra and the Emrakul doesn't give them the trigger, but it is a 13/13 flyer. So Breach is the second best card in the format. Right behind Grenzo in terms of win rate. We have a lot of good draws in our deck. Roller Crusher Ride and Itali are the two best. Alright, they did take Chandra, they did take Emrakul.
My hair is on fire? I know. Today's my lucky day.
They have something to do with 2 mana? Or they just didn't want to deal 2 damage to me for some reason? Alright, they do have something to do with 2 mana, turns out. Discarding Disdainful Stroke. So I am dead next turn here. Not what we were looking for. Okay, a chance appears. Give us the goods. Oh, 2 bricks. Jesus. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Yeah, it needed to hit something off of them. Alright, good beats. GG's. Yeah. Man, they gave us so many chances. Ugh. Again, their deck was clearly better than ours. But they were making quite a few misplays and gave us opportunity, but sometimes you just get breached. Oof. Good beats. Hey, I'm at 4 wins. Again, like I said, this is probably as best as we can hope for, so one more win to get our entry fee back would be beautiful. Not a bad opener. It would really like to have one of those 2 mana burn spells that are in our deck, though. Let's go Ketria first, I guess. I don't They played an island, so I don't hedge maze, I think, and try to find a burn spell. Though we found one anyways. Tarn's fine. That can find white. Okay. Zimone value acquired. Getting wrecked by the house meld. Let's see. Let's thin our deck first. Play the Jet Mirrors. And pyro away maybe the Seer and the Bolt. Actually, I don't need Prismari. And the Seer can kill the 5/5 token. Man, look at this chaff. I look at my hand and say, what the hell did you do? Pass? Oh, that's incredible. Okay. Well, that came in this turn, so I get to sear it. That wouldn't be a bad time to get the Teferi online, but no, that was definitely the right move. It also keeps the pressure on them. Only problem is now I lose the Soul Seer, so I can't kill the 5/5 token as easily. Alright, maybe bounce the token then. I get to draw. They get a 5/5 end of turn. That's pretty good. Chase down, we get to key. Regrowth? Guess I'm gonna claim the Firstborn for their 5/5. We've had some pretty bad key hits, not gonna lie. They're attacking? That's not good. I guess if they just pass, I'm gonna go for a attack for 2 and see what happens. Got like a Brazen or something? Blink of an eye? Repeal a token's pretty good. I still have the Molten Impact for 3 available, so kind of want them to play something else, but I don't have much time left, and I think they're still maybe holding up a counter here. But if that's the case, they might have to counter this Claim the Firstborn now. Oh, nice. And with an Urtai too, so I'm going to get to draw an extra card. Good, 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 good. Ooh. That's not bad too, is it? I can image their Urtai if I want to. I think I'm going to go with Uptick for the value.
Right on. Let's skip to the good part.
Okay, we're gonna sit. Titan copy Titan with image is real gross if it works out, right? The thing is, if I don't block here, I could technically go for lethal with the double 3 damage plus the 3 tokens, but given with all the cards in their hand, I think we don't go for that play. Not tucking the token might bite me in the butt.
Hurry.
Alright, let's lead off with the Impetuous, because this probably deserves a counter as well. Ooh, they did not counter it. Okay. Whew. That's pretty good. Maybe we can hit like a Sublime Epiphany, would be insane. Oh! Oh, my friend. My friend. I must apologize. They still have a ton of cards in their hand, though. So I'm not taking anything for granted here. Oh, that fizzles their Virtue. That's not bad.
Reverse.
Let's go for combat. Okay, I'm gonna go for Titan Lethal if they don't have a counter. They did have another counter. Look at that. I think we've played this pretty well, playing around all those counter magics. Clearly, Duelist of the Mind ain't gonna cut it. Ooh. Alright, 5 wins, 2 losses. The dream confirmed. Yeah, easy keeper. Forest turn 1. Paradise Druid. So we get to Impetuous discard one of these forests. Oh. I guess we take Overlord here. Am I able? I think for Impend you have to pay the actual Impend cost, right? Yeah, but that's fine. We're actually doing some crazy good ramping here. Sure, don't care about that. Also not too concerned about Verdant Dread, and it looks like they don't have another land here, so we're going to be able to kill the Paradise Druid and kind of set them back a bit. Question is, am I looting? I think I am. Solemn was the flip. I don't know why they did that, though. That doesn't make sense to do it main phase like that. Okay. So land, instant, artifact, creature in our graveyard. I'm going to take 2 because I think they just want to draw an extra card there. Let's get the Surveiller this time. That's too good to throw away.
I'm known for keep up the pace.
Alright. Should be an easy game from here, it feels like. One thing I have to be a little bit wary of is them losing too many creatures and Bastion draining us out. Crabomination. I think we'll counter that one. Them casting an Emrakul or an Atali would be able to beat us.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
All right, what you got? It is all garbage. What the heck? Wow, their hand is terrible. Alright, just kill my token and pass. That way they can't Lillian kill Emrakul, and they can't fell the Emrakul. Funny that Emrakul is not immune to fell, though.
If I were you, I'd just surrender. It would be more useful in the grave.
Oh, this is just a game over. Kill the Lily, attack them for 13, timeless the
My
counter
armor's
spell. I don't think there's any way they can get out of that.
Time for a break.
And just put them on a nice 2-turn flying 13-13 clocker. Alright, GG's. Nice. Let's go. Wow. We'll actually be playing for 7 wins with this deck. Unexpected, but very, very happy about that one. 6-2. Alright. Hey, anything can win. Even this jank. Oh, another Lutri. And this hand is kind of jank. I'm going to keep it, though. We do have a lot of green sources in the deck, so... Cheap removal spell into Hydra into maybe Chariot can do some stuff. Turn 1 Tammy. Gonna be bolting that one most likely. Oh, and Frog. Yikes. Oh, that's so bad. We might just lose to that. I think I'm going to Impetuous here instead now. Oh, man. The frog's going to kill me. Wow, what a start. Turn 1 Tammy, turn 2 Psychic Frog. On the play. Disgusting. Wow, that is very disgusting. I couldn't bolt the frog last turn because they could just discard their entire hand, and that was probably the play they would have made. Jeez, our opponent's just playing blue-black constructed over there.
I hope you don't mind if I take notes. I am not defenseless.
I don't think I bolt Tammy this turn. I think I just hold up Counterspell.
Shh! Quiet in the library.
What a beating. What a disgusting beating. I don't think I can get greedy, because if they just played Duelist Pass and I didn't cast the Counterspell, that's so much worse for me.
Violence is not the answer.
Okay, well, that's not terrible. We can attack Tammy for 1.
Clearly, you're not here to learn.
Bolt to finish off the Tammy, and then still hold up Counterspell.
But I thought knowledge was power.
Still can't win, but at least we're interacting somewhat. This card's a Censor is actually kind of terrifying, too. Well, they also have red in their deck, apparently. Yeah, they're just playing blue-black gross stuff. How do I get to Emrakul? Because that is probably the only chance we have. 2, 4, 6. Instant sorcery creature in my graveyard. They're going to start giving the frog flying, though. They have 7 cards in their graveyard. Chariot can actually copy treasure. That could help get us to Emrakul mana. Oh, okay. Well, now they are less able to give flying, but they can just pump it up big. Oh, I wonder if they're just going to go for the 2-turn clock in the air then. They would need to pump it to like a 6, or a 5 would probably work. 9. Actually, I guess they don't technically need to do any more than that, because they can still just go all in next turn. Gross. So, I guess the prayer is, or the hope is that they don't have another counter, and then I can Teferi tuck the frog. But if they have a counter, I can't win. Just put Lutri in hand or something. I mean, they've already used Counterspell proper. They could have Disdainful Stroke like all of my other opponents, though. All right.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. Not so fast.
Maybe? We have a lot of garbage that they can hit off of Agent of Rafine, so...
Really should have seen that coming.
Oh, God, they took my Titan. 2, 4, 6, 7. Actually, I attack with the Chariot here. And if they block, or I draw a land, we can Emrakul. Yeah, that's how we do it. Untapped land. Oh, no. Oh, no. Untapped land, that is not... They need to block with Titan. Oh, they blocked! I think that gives us a small chance. Oh my god. They messed up. They give me a very small chance here. They should not activate Bobble, because that gives me an extra one of their cards to play with. Prismatic Ending! Oh, God. Well, they have Frog next turn. Wait, can I do this all? I can, right? I can draw the Frog and then Prismatic End it. Discard the planes. Prismatic End the Frog. Attack with Titan. Shoot the Agent and the Strix. Ping them both down. Oh my god. Wow. Insane. Okay, they're not dead. They get to kill both my 2/2s and then go to 2. Oh, God. We have cards that will win next turn, too. That is not one of them, though. That is also not one of them. Oh, I should have tapped the green instead. I would have had an extra red mana to potentially burn them out. Oh, didn't matter anyways. Okay. Insane if we did the turnaround on this one. So they get 2 cards here. 3 total unknowns. Oh, sack 2 creatures!
I require servants. Your cause
Oh, God.
battle to shambles.
And they have the Field of the Dead double trigger. No! No! So sick. Oh, God. What a rip. Brainstorm with the Prismatic Vista 2. Man. Alright, our outs are thin. Prismari Command is an insta-win. Oh, you know what? Them going to 1, though, off of the Vista means the Pyro, any of the tokens are lethal. Oh, well, no, they can't pop that fetch, but they're at 4 blockers now. Ah! Dude, what a pretty sick game. Hey! Let's go! Let's go! Did we get there? Oh, baby! What? Now that, my friends, was enjoyable. I will smiley face for that one. Holy crap. First of all, we had to get extremely, make no mistake, this deck was not that good. I think we had to run very well to get to 7 wins, but that last game was an incredible turnaround. We had to get them to block the Chariot. They did. We got to Emrakul, eat everything. Man, wow, that was fun. All right, I'm glad we recorded this one here instead of well, I guess I would have streamed it if I wasn't recording it. So either way, I'm glad somebody got to see the result of this one because wow, crazy. Anyways, thanks for watching, friends. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.